Hello.
Hello.
I have a few questions for you. I think you're a really cool person.
Oh,
So
thanks.
let's get started. It's something that a lot of people don't know about you.
When I was younger, I once got in trouble at church because I was punching people as they came back from communion.
Interesting. What is your spirit animal?
A squirrel eating pizza.
Okay, I've heard a little rumor that you have an interesting taste in yogurt. Would you mind elaborating?
To me, yogurt is moldy milk, so I'm very particular about the kind I have. And I have to go Dan and Light and Fit. Normal flavors like vanilla. Strawberry is a little too close to chunky.
Okay, if you could be any non-existent object, which would you be?
A pogo stick.
Why?
I've never been on one, and it seems like I've
Never
done
been on a pogo stick?
I'm thrown tax bins.
Okay. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Awesome. Cheese. And happy.
That's good. If you don't mind me asking, what's your blood type?
A positive.
That's good. How do you know that?
I used to donate blood.
You used to?
I've had some bad experiences, so I gave it a try. It wasn't for me.
Thought that counts. Right, pick 2 celebrities to be your parents.
Chewbacca and Lady Gaga.
I realized you wanted to be a teacher.
In high school sometime, I tutored.
Really? Do you have a 5-year plan?
No.
Like where you want to be in 5 years?
I don't have a 5-year plan. Save some money, have a house, and just keep living the dream.
Living the dream. What is your greatest weakness?
I try and deflect situations by being funny.
What would be your biggest weakness in a fight?
I talk a big game, but I'm pretty sure I couldn't punch someone if it came to it.
Yeah.
Except in church.
Oh, of course, church. Because that's the most fitting place to punch someone.
Absolutely.
What is your biggest pet peeve as a teacher?
Gabbing and high-fiving.
High-fiving, why?
I don't think many things warrant high-fiving. A lot of people high-five for stupid reasons. Yeah, I tied my shoe.
Okay. So high school, it's a pretty interesting time. What were you like in high school?
I was an overachiever. I was in pretty much every music group, chorus band, show choir, marching band, jazz band, everything. And I took a lot of AP classes.
That deserves a high five.
No high-fiving.
Last lie you told.
Sure, I'd love to do Dragon TV.
Well, I hear you're a Harry Potter fan. Which house would you want to be in?
I think Slytherin, because there might be a chance I can meet Voldemort one day.
Why would you want to meet him?
Why wouldn't you want to meet him? He's one of the most powerful wizards of all time.
He's a little scary.
It's okay, so are you.
Alright, thank you for your time.
No problem.
Woo! Great.
Are we feeling seatbelts? No! Hey, who's got the aux?
Me, I got it.
What you want? Tell me what you
Are we feeling seatbelts? No! Hey, who's got the aux?
Me, I got it.
What you want? Tell me what you
Roses are red. You look swell. The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, death is inevitable.
Yo, roses are red, violets are blue, gorilla shot dead in Cincinnati Zoo.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm schizophrenic.
I wrote this poem when I was in high school. Roses are bloody, violets are bruised. If love is a flower, then I'm confused.
Roses are red. Yo boy, what's up?
I've fallen for you and I can't get up.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Love is acceptance and total acceptance.
Brian Hersey is love.
I think love is trust and finding somebody that makes you want to be a better person.
Love is finding someone's imperfections perfect for you.
Love is respect.
Mutual respect.
Somebody who'll watch American Horror Story with me and won't get grossed out.
Food.
Laramie, Wyoming.
Love is caring and liking each other, because you have to like to love. Yeah.
Love is when you like somebody a lot and you love them.
Love is my 2 little boys. Look at that cute little face.
Love is unselfish.
Love is being cash flow positive.
Love is when someone else's happiness is indispensable to your own.
Love is putting someone else's needs above yours, even if they don't benefit you. Love you, shit.
Love is a form of constancy.
Love is hope.
Love is a passion between two people.
Love is a chemical reaction between all living organisms, including plants and bacteria.
They have to be funny. That's it.
Blonde? Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing.
Looking for good personality.
A heart.
And somebody, you know, who's around to 8. I'm looking for that.
I look for someone who's just going to be okay with how obnoxious I am and how loud I am, because there's a lot here that is just too much.
The thing I'm looking for is Emma Watson.
Someone who's loyal, someone I can trust, someone who stylish as me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm looking for somebody like my mom.
Mishi, go to your room.
I'm looking for someone who's tall, like 6'1" and above. That would help me when I'm hugging them. Just hug right into their chest.
The most 3 important things is reliability and reliability and reliability. I don't want girls broke up with me.
The universe told me. Hale-Bopp, this tremendous comet, was flying every night through the night sky just above the Tetons, beautiful mountain range. Comets portend great things are about to happen. My wife happened. We met. On our second date, I took her dog sledding over the Continental Divide. That night, there was a huge avalanche, rock slide, a couple miles from my cabin. 100,000 cubic feet of earth moved. I knew she was the one.
Because even though I only knew him for a couple of days, he wrote me letters for 6 months while he was on deployment.
When she told me I was the one.
When she told me.
Yeah, I don't know. You just know.
How do I know if it's the right one? You don't.
Well, as soon as I saw my wife walking in the park when we were 20 years old, that was the time.
When I saw her at a bus stop at the University of Virginia, and she came around the side of the bus, and it was like someone had hit me in the chest with a sledgehammer. I was like 23, 24, I was like, oh, there it was. 1984, first date, Staten Island, New York. I knew.
When I met my wife, I was able to just be comfortable with who I was around her at all times, and I just knew she was the one.
Our conversations made sense.
I knew how I found the one because I needed a green card, but I'm still married after 40-some years.
I realized how much I enjoyed just being with her, no matter what we were doing, and how the small things she does make me laugh.
I knew when I got a Michael Kors watch for the 6 months, and happy 1 year called her Love You. I knew he was the one after we had been on a few road trips together, and on road trips you usually get tired of the other person, but I just found more reasons to love him.
I knew I found the one when we had the same Subway order. Buffalo chicken, pepper jack cheese, lettuce, tomato, onion, spinach, and Chipotle Southwest sauce.
Speed dating.
Went to Mexico, Montezuma's Revenge.
Okay, worst date ever. I was trying to impress this girl,
and by taking her out, and my mom would not let me borrow the car, and so she had my brother take us everywhere. I was 19.
I was about 19 and my friends fixed me up with this girl named Margie. Margie was really nice, but not very interesting. And I was pretty full of myself at the time too. So boring plus pretentious is a bad combo.
Oh, the worst date, probably one that never happened. Judy Hoffman. I was supposed to take her to a hayride, and a friend of mine called up in high school and said, hey, we're going to the movies. And so I went to the movies, and while I'm sitting in the movies, I'm thinking, I could be with Judy Hoffman in the hayride. So that was a pretty stupid decision.
My worst date was going to Lido's, and my date threw up at the table because the pizza wasn't cooked enough.
This guy asked me out to lunch, and when I got there, he was sitting at the table with his mom. So I had lunch with him and his mom, which was really awkward, and then at the end, he asked his mom to pay for the whole meal and then left. Yeah.
Hey man, come on son, you can't be doing that son, this is wild son, you know what I'm saying?
One time a girl took me ballroom dancing, and if you know me, well, let's just say I never saw her again.
We went to the movies and we didn't sit next to each other, but like it's fine. I was already crying when the person got there.
My friend and I were on a double date, and the guy that I thought I was on the date with went home with my friend instead of me. So
There is no worst date with Shay. She is the best.
I had a pretty miserable honeymoon, but it was all my fault.
Would you care to elaborate?
Sure. I was only 19 years old when I was planning it. Didn't have any help. Thought it'd be a great idea to go spend our honeymoon in friends' houses. Bad idea.
It wasn't going very well, but we were walking on the side of the street, and there was some desks out on the street, and people were sitting there filling out forms, and I said, what is this? What's going on here? And they said, it's just a little personality quiz. And I was like, come on, let's do it. And he would reluctantly said, okay, and we filled it out. And then they said, now to get the results, you'll go in this van and you'll go get the results. So it turns out we go get in the van, because I was like, anything would be better than this, so let's do the adventure. So we get on the van and we go, and it ends up being a Scientology recruitment paper, at which time we were separated in this house, and they assessed that we were both depressed and that we needed Scientology. And he came screaming in, Graham, we gotta get out of here. So that actually turned out to be a pretty good.
I always had the theory that if you ask someone out, it's either going to be a great time, or you meet someone that you really like and want to spend time with, or it's going to be a horrible time which will lead to a great story. So I haven't had a bad date, but I've had a lot of great stories.
Double date in a mafia bar in New York, and my date hid his gun in my purse.
I want to wish a happy Valentine's Day to all the current seniors who were my first PE classes at GCS.
I'd like to wish Coach Reese a happy Valentine's Day, as most of the basketball players head over to the lacrosse field for the spring.
I'd like to wish a happy Valentine's to Rashid. Thanks for 11 months. Happy Valentine's Day to Sophie.
Happy Valentine's Day, CJ. I want to wish CJ happy Valentine's Day. Stay blessed.
I just want to say happy Valentine's Day to CJ for, just being a cool dude.
Happy Valentine's Day to Luke Beck.
Yo, Brendan, you're hot, but you're not my type. Ethan, you are.
I want to wish a happy Valentine's Day to my granddaughter, Ronyo Lou. And if you want to know why, look at that, and that's all the reason you need.
Happy Valentine's Day to Shay and Calder. Thanks for letting me third wheel you guys.
I want to wish Luke Beck a happy Valentine's Day.
I want to wish Bobby McCarthy a happy Valentine's Day because he's the best boyfriend ever. I love you, Bobby.
I would like to wish a happy Valentine's Day to Kara Barnes. I really like your orange hair, baby girl.
Happy Valentine's Day to Anne.
push.
I can't get away. Everywhere I go, it seems to be there. Outside, in the forum, even when I'm just trying to get to class. I'm just trying to learn, but it's all around me, and it's just getting worse. PDA is not okay.
Ooh.